Hello, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial or teaching here, I would like to talk to you a little bit about the value of momentum and how momentum can help you in your life. So with that being said, I'll be your host for this video here, and we're going to go into the topics and thoughts that I have on momentum. Getting momentum in business and in life, making those small wins turn into giant leaps. One of the things you really need to consider with momentum is small wins turn into giant leaps in your business. Those things that are happening in your business, whether it's gathering your first client or meeting people and things of that such, you need to leverage that and use that momentum to keep on moving forward. There's only two options when you're dealing with momentum. Basically, you're either going forward or you're going backwards. And with that being said, sometimes as you're growing in business or growing in whatever endeavor you're trying to do, you sometimes go backwards. You have to accept that fact of going backwards so you can eventually move forward. You learn from your mistakes and you press on. You want to always be growing, always be changing for the better. So you always wanted to be developing yourself to be a better person, a better business owner, a better husband, a better spouse, whatever your case may be. So you always wanted to be growing and challenging yourself to get better. Every year there needs to be a different version of you. You can't be the same person that you were last year. Even biologically speaking, our body is always changing, and there's a certain percentage of our bones and our structures that change throughout life. So biologically itself, we change. So if we want to become better, we need to really take in those efforts and do those things that are going to make us a better version in the upcoming year. Enjoy life, enjoy your children. There's things that you need to do to enjoy your life and enjoy your children. I've heard stories of people, and I've been guilty of this in the times past, as of, enjoy your kids while they're small. But, I started thinking and analyzing and asking myself, to enjoy them while they're small, why not enjoy them throughout life? Meaning when they're 1-year-old, 2-year-old, 20-year-old, 30-year-old, 40-year-old, whatever the case may be. Those are different elements of life that you need to enjoy and enjoy that momentum that it gives you. Because in every facet of life, you're going to find out that they have something to bring to the table and help you that you can apply to your business. Little things in life, you never know where they'll take you if you just open the door and be receptive to things like that in life. So with that being said, heed to that information of enjoying every aspect of your children's life. The process of growing always continues. When you're a child, you're constantly learning and you're constantly evolving when you're a child. One of the things I like to point out is when you're a child, you do what your parents tell you. Basically, they're writing the book of your life. But there's a certain point in your life where you take that pen away from your mom and dad and you start writing the book of your life. Whatever you want to be, whatever you want to become, there's a process of growing. That process of growing, it gives you the momentum in which you want to grow, as long as you're writing things in your book of life that's going to help you get there. To get momentum going and things in the right direction, it must become an addiction, meaning you must become addicted to growth and passionate about it, so that way you can see results. Too many of us would like to grow up and would like to change, but what are you doing? What are aspects in life do you want to grow? Do you want to grow your business? Do you want more clients? Do you want to lose weight? Do you want a better marriage? Whatever that aspect you're looking at or whatever that thing is, you have to feed that momentum to get into that positive direction so that way you can improve. A great example that I like to use is going to the gym. You're never going to grow your muscles or run fast or anything of that sort if you do not challenge yourself. So if you can only run a certain distance, run a little farther. If you can only lift a certain weight, do an extra set. Whatever it might be that you're trying to achieve, push the extra mile. If you want to get more clients, try something different to get those more clients. During the growth process, sometimes you might have to take a step backwards. Sometimes in our momentum, we're going forward, but sometimes you take a step backwards because you see yourself, hey, I must course correct to head toward what I'm trying to achieve in my business or in my life. In our life, things become uncomfortable. Feeling lets you know that you're growing. Like I used the example to the gym, you can only do a certain amount of reps But before you know it, you will be doing extra reps and more weight. Before you know it, you can only run a certain distance, but before you know it, you'll be running further than you ran before. Evaluate your life and determine how many times you've been uncomfortable this week. What that means is, for example, we're going on business realm. In my case scenario, I want to try to acquire during this first quarter of the year a certain amount of clients. So with that being said, is I have to go introduce myself to some clients that I'm trying to gain. And to me, that's an uncomfortable feeling, but it's something that I have to do to overcome to become accustomed to dealing with clients face to face and things of that sort. Once I get my first client and then the momentum starts, then momentum goes from there, and you have to build. That uncomfortable feeling means that you're actually heading in a positive direction. You will never get the tangible things in life without growing who you are. Basically, sometimes things do come up and do happen because they just happen without you doing anything. But if you don't feed those things that you need to feed, whether it's your knowledge or your expertise or whatever it may be, eventually you'll lose those things that you've attained. So you need to, again, stay on momentum to grow your business and to grow your life. You will eventually lose those things, as I stated before, if you don't grow who you are. You have to grow who you are. We can't be the same version, as I stated before. At the end of the year, you can't be the same person you were at the beginning of the year. And if you're watching this now, you can't be the same person in 2019 that you were in 2018, and so on and so forth. Place yourself in uncomfortable situations such as children do. If you think about children when they're growing up, they go to class and they take their algebra and their math and all these courses that they don't know anything about. And it's uncomfortable at the beginning. Of course, it's a new endeavor, but they adapt and overcome, and they grow. So you see that as a parent, how the children grow. You want to try that yourself. You don't want to stop that. You want to continue growing so you can gain momentum. And the momentum that you're trying to achieve in your business, you need to apply these principles so that way you can move on in life. What do you listen to and to help you in your quest in perfection in your life? I might also add, what do you read? The things that you listen to, the things that you read are going to make a difference on where you want to go in life. It's going to provide you that momentum that you've been seeking for to better yourself and to move forward. So again, I can't reiterate how important momentum is in your life if you want to get anywhere in life. Who are you associating in your life? There's many times I've heard of who you associate with is who you eventually become. So let's say you want to associate with a certain type of people that in this endeavor that you're trying to partake in, but you don't know them and you are, and you can't reach them. But with today's technology, you can look people up on YouTube or Google or whatever platform. You can read about them. You can listen to them. More than likely, they're on social media and you can start learning about them. And with today's technology, you can actually reach out to them and you can eventually get to know them. So that circle of life can help you gain momentum in your business, whether you're trying to do e-commerce or a brick and mortar business, or you're trying to improve your relationship or a weight loss or whatever endeavor you're trying to do. You're trying to gain this momentum to surround yourself with people in your life that are going to help you get there. What is the benchmark you want to achieve by a certain date? This is really important because you have to put dates on whatever goal or thing you're trying to achieve. You want to tell yourself by such and such date, write it down. I want to be able to have this amount of clients, lost this amount of weight, make this amount of money, so on and so forth. You're going to find out by doing that your ability to stay focused is going to help. One of the things that I incorporated differently in this year is I told myself I'm not going to look at the year as the year. I'm going to break it down into increments. Basically, the first 90 days, I want to achieve this, the next 90 days, so on and so forth. And again, even break that down even further. What did I do this month to help my business? What did I do this week? What did I do this day? What have I done this hour? So if you keep on breaking things down and questioning yourself and putting things into place that are going to help you and put the time out and the effort to improve, that's going to give you momentum. Because let's say hypothetically that you did not put in the certain amount of work that you needed today to advance your business. That's okay. You can think back and say, okay, Today I did 20 minutes, let's say hypothetically, and then tomorrow you tell yourself whichever platform you use, your calendar or notes or writing down, you want to achieve and think about what you're going to do tomorrow. Think about, review your day before going to bed. What have I done today to advance my cause? Losing weight, better marriage, better business, whatever. You want to give it a momentum to lead you forward, so that way you can achieve these goals that you're trying to attain in life. Keeping the momentum going, as I stated before, and small wins go a long way in this endeavor. Like I said, you want to continually feed the momentum to go forward. You don't want it to go away. Small wins go a long way because it helps you propel you to the next level. Don't kill your momentum. Don't, let's say we use eating as an example. Let's say if you're trying to lose weight and then all of a sudden you're eating things that you know are bad for you and are going to make you go backward. Don't do that. I can see if you reach a plateau or whatever, course correct, do something differently. If you're trying to lose weight, using that example. If it's business and you're trying to attract other clients or whatever you're trying to do, course correct. So if something didn't work, change it, tweak it, do whatever you have to do to keep on moving forward. Flame the winds of success, meaning that you're still going to add fuel to the fire for success. So if you know that something, you need to study up on something or do something, whether you're eating right, learning materials for your business, meeting people, doing whatever it takes to flame the winds of success so you can gain that momentum to move forward. Feed yourself with the needed elements to grow. You know, it's important that, if, for example, again, going back to losing weight, to feed yourself the things that you need to feed yourself so that way you can attain the level of health that you're trying to achieve. It's the same with everything. If you're trying to achieve a certain level, you want to educate yourself to get to that level. You want to surround yourself with people to get to that level. You want to do the things needed to grow and to access that level of momentum that you're trying to get to. Get addicted to growth. It's addicting when you see yourself progressing. Imagine if you continue that progression. Like I stated before, you want to, like I did this year, like I said a little while ago, I broke this year up into 90-day increments and things that I want to do. So make a target date, write down things that you want to do, things of that sort. Get addicted to growth, and then you're going to see how much you grow through leaps and bounds. This year's rendition of yourself will not be like last year's rendition of yourself. So keep that in mind when you're trying to gain momentum in your life and in your business. If you like this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and I thank you for watching. And please don't forget to subscribe so each time I create these types of videos, you'll be notified immediately. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.